Hello and welcome to Poetry Cribz. I thought you might like to see how a totally unknown poet such as myself lives. I think it's impressive, and I think you'll agree. First of all, it's a basement apartment. I mean, that's a given, I think, right? Although you'll see when we get inside, it's not your typical poet's basement apartment because it emits sunlight, which I think is actually in violation of the rules. So first of all, a bicycle. Every poet's crib has to have a bicycle. And you'll notice it's in the hallway against some exposed brick, which I just think gives it a little extra street cred. It would be even better if this was fake brick, but I think it's actual. I think it's an actual brick wall. So that's too bad. If you come in, you notice there's no furniture except over here where we actually make the poetry. There's a couple of chairs, and there are, as it turns out, as many bicycles as chairs, because right here is another bicycle folded in half, because that's how poets do it. So there's just this space over here where I can write and watch humorous YouTube videos. There's a notebook for poems. You can see it has poems right in there. Tissues for when I'm overcome by emotion, and empty bottle because they're hard to refill. And then if you look over here, you'll notice that I keep all of my clothing tastefully arranged right on the floor next to an open suitcase, in which, of course, I could put the clothing, but, oh well, I like having ready access to it. I've got a toolbox, despite my complete inability to do anything with tools. And then I like to keep both a full bag of garbage and also an empty garbage can just right there on the floor. And then for hipster cred, you got to have some records. So this is Gretchen Parlato's new album right here, which isn't even out yet. Yeah, that's right. That's how I do it. And then, some other jazz records over here for the most part. And then, of course, it's great. I'm so glad these are stacked this way. Sun Ra Spaces a Place, right next to a vintage copy of Edward Dorn's Slinger. So, I don't know. I don't know how much more authentic it's possible to get. Hangers, and if we can come back here again. Clothes on the floor. Hangers. One more time. Clothes on the floor. Hangers. Got it? Okay. And then into the kitchen, you got your basic typical things. Paper towels, or at least something you could stick them on. That might be art. And then a steamer and knife for self-defense. Tea, hashi or chopsticks, toaster oven, and then this is the centerpiece of any poet's kitchen, is a big box just sitting there right on the counter, and a couple unwashed dishes. And that's really it for the kitchen. I'm not sure what we have in the fridge right now. Almost nothing, really, and really almost nothing that isn't white or wrapped in something white, which I think is just classy. We can go down the hall here to the poet's bathroom. Really not all that impressive or exciting. It's a pretty typical. Oh, hi, there I am, poet. And then, but I think this is where the magic doesn't happen. This is the bedroom right here of a typical poet's crib, and as you can see, it's lacking what, in technical terms, would be referred to as a bed. But it does have this nice comforter sheet arrangement there, and an absolute and total lack of any furnishings whatsoever, with the exception of, and I think you're going to like this piece here, a candle. It's not just any candle, because this apartment does not allow open flame, so it's a candle still wrapped in its original plastic that has never ever been lit. But it smells nice. And then this is very atypical for a poetry crib, which is an actual laundry room contained right inside the place. So it's actually possible to have clean clothes. 2 pairs of white socks is what we got right now, waiting to be washed. So as you can see, the staging area for the laundry is, well, it's not used as much as it might be. So That's really it. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of a typical poet's residence. Poetry Cribz. That's really how poets do it. Thanks.